Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Saturday, July 5th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the MLB slate of games. Got 3 bets coming your way. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Smash that like button if you're liking the show. It helps grow it. Guys, we got first game up. Actually, is at 2:10 Eastern, but I'm going to start off with the Yankees and the Mets at 4:10 Eastern. Battle of 2 second-place teams, NL East, AL East, the Subway Series, if you will. It's Carlos Rodon, the lefty on the hill for the Bronx Bombers. We get Frankie Montes going for the Metropolitans. Mets come in, 50-38 into the weekend. The Yankees, 48-39. In this game, we have odds anywhere from -140 to -150. That is the Yankees as the road favorite, total of 9. Now, the Yankees have not been playing good baseball this week. I mean, really the last couple weeks. They've lost 4 straight games heading into the weekend, but they have Carlos Rodon on the hill. If you've watched the show, the 32-year-old out of NC State has been a guy we've been betting on with some success. He's 9-5 on the season. He's got a sub-3 ERA. And he faced the Mets earlier this year, a game that we bet. He only gave up 2 hits and 1 earned run in that start. So good pass performance there. He's up against Frankie Montes. This is only the 3rd start for Montes this season. The 32-year-old Dominican-born pitcher has had a pretty solid career. Of late, not so much. But he went 4 innings, 6 earned, 2 home runs last time out against the Pirates lineup. Now he's facing the Yankees. I know the Yankees haven't been playing good baseball. Some of you guys have let me know in the comments, which is more than welcome, by the way. And we have lost on them a couple times. It's tough to go into the Mets at home are 31-13. So this is a tough one for sure. But it's the Yankees for me, guys. And I know we've lost some money, but -140, I think the 40 cents is worth it. They're a lot better against righties in comparison to the Mets against lefties. And I know the Yankees bullpen hasn't been great. That's putting it nicely, but the Mets bullpen really hasn't been all that great of shakes either. So overall, it's the Yankees -140 leading us off. The first game is actually going 2:10 Eastern, and it's the Tampa Bay Rays, Minnesota Twins. Taj Bradley on the hill for the Rays. Still to be determined here for Minnesota. They're kind of dragging their feet, naming a pitcher on Saturday. That's the reason I didn't want to start off with it, but do want to talk about this one because I have it circled here. First off, the Rays, great team to bet on. They're 20-14 on the road, by the way. And their pitcher, Taj Bradley, 24 years old. He's up and down. He's got good stuff when you watch him pitch. But when I say up and down, he is kind of the epitome of that. You go over his last couple starts. I mean, his last time out, he gave up 5 earned. The start before that, 0. The start before that, 6 earned runs. Before that, 0 earned runs. Then 7 earned runs, and then 0 earned runs. For what it's worth, every time he's given up more than 5 earned runs or more in a start, he's come back and blanked the opponent. Now, that's not an angle that you can just kind of go off of, in my opinion, but it is something to notice here. For whatever reason, when he has a bad start, he makes sure to get back on the bump the next time out and really throw some good baseball here. He's up against the Twins, just 1-4 their last 5 games. They're now 5 games under 500. They struggled against the Marlins, and now going up against the other Florida team. Granted, they're at home. I like this Rays team. I like them a lot. A top 10 lineup overall, top 10 lineup the last week in Minnesota, the coldest lineup heading into the weekend over the last week. If you go by weighted runs created plus, they're just not producing a lot of runs. So overall, Rays have hammered righties. They've been good against lefties as well. They got the bullpen edge. Depending on the number, I don't think it will be too high because Bradley's overall stats are not that great, and Minnesota is at home, so it shouldn't be too high of a price here on the Rays. We're going to go with Bradley, Tampa Bay Rays over the Minnesota Twins. Got 1 game left. It will be the nightcap for the show, the best bet for the show, and a client play given out here on the Saturday show. But if you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page, Drew Martin, have the full season discounted. It's been a great run, 11-2 client run. So if you're looking for service out there in baseball, now's a good time to jump on. Drew Martin experts page, WagerTalk.com. A reminder, if you could comment below, helps grow the show. The algorithm on YouTube, anything is more than welcome. Any questions, fire away. Your picks, any analysis, I'll be in there chiming it up with you on Saturday. Hopefully everybody out there is enjoying the 4th of July weekend, and we can bring a couple winners to you on the weekend. We will be back early on Sunday for the look-ahead show as well. All right, nightcap here, best bet client play. Detroit Tigers, Cleveland Guardians. It's the first place versus the third place teams in the AL Central. Casey Mize on the hill for the Tigers. Logan Allen, the lefty, going for Cleveland. 9.5 being the total, minus 135. That is Detroit as the road favorite. Second best record in all of baseball, best record in the American League. That is the Tigers, sitting at 54-34, 20 games over 500. And they got Mize on the hill, the former first overall pick in the MLB draft, 28 years old, out of Auburn, 2.8 ERA, 8-2 on the year, no more than 2 earned runs in his last 5 starts. He's been very consistent. He was great against the Guardians bats earlier this season. Remember, in the same division here. So you always want to kind of check that past performance. And sure enough, he went 5 strong, 6 strikeouts, only 1 earned run a couple weeks ago against Cleveland. And when you kind of compare that to Logan Allen going for Cleveland here, he only went 3 innings in that same series, 5 earned against the Detroit Tigers. So past performance, very shaky there. He doesn't really have lights out stuff. The 26-year-old out of FIU, 4.20 ERA. He's also 0-2 his last 2 starts. If you've watched the show, we've been fading Logan Allen. We're not jumping off of that train. We're on Detroit again here. I think the 35 cents is short, guys. So that's the best bet for the show. Detroit Tigers over Cleveland Guardians. We're also looking to be on the Rays over the Minnesota Twins. And what we talked about at the top here, the Yankees over the Mets, laying the 40 cents, listing Rodon as the starter. All right, guys, that does it for the Saturday show. We'll be back on Sunday. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.